The prideful wife of Nsonge village. In the quiet village of Nsonge lived a humble man named Kato. He was a kind and patient husband, known throughout the village for his gentle ways. He had married Amina, a strikingly beautiful woman with a sharp tongue and a prideful spirit. From the very beginning, Amina refused to listen to Kato. She mocked his simplicity, laughed at his modest clothes, and belittled his wisdom. In the market, she would raise her voice, scolding him like a child before a crowd. In the village square, she would humiliate him, calling him names meant to shame. The elders often watched silently, shaking their heads. "That woman is like a goat that refuses the rope," they would say. But Kato, with his quiet strength, endured. He hoped one day she would change, that love and patience would soften her heart. One market day, Amina went too far. She shouted at Kato before the entire village, calling him a useless man with a beggar's dignity. The laughter of onlookers was loud and cruel. Kato stood still, his heart heavy but his eyes calm. He returned home and sat in silence. That evening, without raising his voice, Kato spoke. "Amina, I have carried shame and swallowed insults like bitter herbs. I hoped to see respect, but I have seen none. Return to your father's house. When you remember the value of peace and the strength of humility, you may return." Amina scoffed, packed her things, and left with pride still burning in her chest. Days passed, then weeks. In her father's house, Amina expected to be praised for her boldness, but instead, she met silence and scorn. Her mother shook her head. Her father said, "A woman who cannot keep her home is like rain that falls but grows no crops." Loneliness grew like weeds in her heart. She remembered Kato's patience, his soft eyes, his silent strength. Regret became a heavy stone on her shoulders. After 3 moons, Amina returned to Kato's compound. She found him in the garden, planting cassava. She knelt in the dust. "Kato, I have come not to ask, but to beg. I was foolish, proud, and blind. Forgive me." Kato looked at her, and after a long silence, he said, "Pride breaks many homes, but humility builds them again. If you are ready to walk beside me, not ahead of me, the door is open." From that day, Amina became a changed woman, humble, respectful, and grateful. And the village of Nsonge never again heard her voice raised in scorn, but only in song. Moral: pride may win the moment, but humility wins the heart.